Smash! Dwayne, smash! But no, I thought about that or after I did the theater. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of Dwayne, smash, rock, smash. But look, Smashing Machine. I open with what I said before. Based on the true story of Mark Keir or Mark Carr, one of the first pioneers of MMA fighting as we know it today, and his journey through addiction, his personal issues, um, relationship issues, all that, and delving into the character as best we can. Starring Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt as Dawn Staples, his girlfriend at the time. You have people like Ryan Bader playing Mark Coleman. Baz Rutten makes an appearance. And I echo what I said in the original review. It's a good movie. It's a very good movie. I'm just not 100% sure this is going to be the one that wins him his Oscar. Now, I say that, but let me be very clear. Dwayne Johnson is great in the movie. Like, this is a very different version of Dwayne Johnson than we have seen in the past. Again, every time I do a review in front of this wall, it just seems very potato cammy, but I think it's the color of the wall that's screwing everything up. So hold on 1 second here. I'm going to try something. Got a little rag here that my dad uses for putting pain medication on. Yeah, okay, that actually helped a little bit. That helped actually quite a bit. Okay. But watch the auto-generated tab come in and make that black. That's the tab. The thumbnail. But anyway, so this is definitely, and I said it in the previous theory, this is the best performance I think of Dwayne Johnson's career thus far. It has shown just how much he's come, how far he's come as an actor. Because I can definitely remember back in the early days of his career where this guy, the only thing he really had going for him was I'm Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I have a lot of personality. My acting skills really aren't that good, but I got a lot of personality. Now we can actually get emotion from him. Now we can actually see him effectively. He's great at comedies. He's great at comedies. But now we can see him also give us some pathos, some heart. We can see pain on him now. And all that is on display in this movie. The best parts of his acting come from when he is with Emily Blunt, who I would argue might be better in the movie than him. Emily Blunt's just a better actress or a better performer. But because he wasn't the only one in his life who was messy. She apparently was really messy as well. If even a part of what we saw is true, there was a lot. It was not a healthy relationship, at least as it was portrayed. And I do go on to say that after he lost the big fight for like the world championship in was it not is it not Prime? I can't remember the name of the Japanese fight arena, but or fight organization. But after that, and after she got out of the hospital for her mental health is better, they did get married. They did ultimately get separate as well, but yeah, like you could tell, like there was love clearly, but it was also a seriously messy relationship. And both these two, when they're together, it's clear that while Jungle Cruise wasn't, a fantastic, it was fun. These two actually had really good chemistry with each other, and it shows. That carried over to this. When they are screaming and yelling and essentially bearing it all out to each other, however right one is over the other, you feel it. It reminds me of, honestly, the Adam Driver Scarlett Johansson fight in Marriage Story. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Maybe not. Again, neither of these are there. Well, Emily Blunt is arguably a caliber actress to someone like Scarlett Johansson or Adam Driver, but neither of them I'd say are quite as good as that scene. Those seem like they're never that good, but you buy it. Dwayne is actually able to really showcase how good he's become in this, because you feel his pain, you feel his anger, you feel his impotence. Like the line you get in the trailer that's after one of those fights is, "I just need you to treat me like a man." It's like, "You're my big strong man." When he breaks down, you feel it. And look, as someone who has never been addicted to painkillers, but has definitely not used like opiums or anything like, but like takes Advil on not daily basis like my dad does, because he's got really bad. He's 70. My dad's 78 now. He's his body is just doesn't work the way it used to. But as someone who has gotten up in the morning and been in a lot of pain from work or something like that, because I do a lot of physical labor in a lot of my jobs I've done, there's a brief snippet of when he gets out of the bed that I could actually feel that, where I could feel like the muscles hurt, like he's just getting up, he's just trying to move and keep going. I felt that. I really did. I could relate so hard to that. And again, Emily Blunt, honestly, I wouldn't say she steals it away from Dwayne, but she's definitely right there with him in terms of who's definitely helping the movie out here. And to that point, the actual fighting, like they don't skimp. These aren't like short, like clip fights. No, no, no. We see the whole fights these guys go through. With Mark Carr's fights, all of them. Don Staples fights. Not Don Staples. Who's Don Staples? Oh, Don Staples. Sorry. Mark Coleman's fight. Like we see all of these guys. And what they're doing, and it's raw, and you can feel the pain of it, man. And I don't talk very often. I'm a big mixed martial arts fan. I don't watch the UFC really openly, but I've never, like, if there's a fight and I watch highlights and all that all the time. I've always been big into martial arts and self-defense. I myself carry no like black belt in any degree in a specific martial art, but I have practiced and trained enough to be able to handle myself if I need to. I just hopefully never have to. But but seeing what a lot of these guys have to put them through the workouts, like I wish I had the discipline to just get up in the morning and do what The Rock does to like just keep in shape, work out, stick to that diet. The diet's the hardest part. That's actually really what it comes down to for a lot of people. It's sticking to the diet. And I usually have moments where in like the year, like not last year, 2 years ago, I went on like a 1 month sugar cleanse. Last year I went on a 2 month sugar cleanse. This year, if I can manage it, I'll go on a 3 month sugar cleanse this coming year. Eventually, the idea is maybe I don't think I'll ever go past like 6 months. No, but maybe I'll just start doing off and on kind of like sugar cleansing or something like that, just so I can be a little healthier every now and then, because I don't want to give up sugar. I love sugar, but once in a while you got to try to be a little better for yourself. But either way, yeah, I have mad respect to any one of these guys who has the discipline to actually keep doing this and to keep going through all the injuries these guys sustain. It's incredible. And that's showcased here as well. Obviously, his big issue was he was addicted to painkillers. And man, it gets so rough at points. It does, but it's the story of this guy's life. And I think it's told well. Now, is it an amazing Oscar caliber film? I don't think it's that good. Like, let me put it this way. Because we'd have up to 10 nominations each year, this could maybe get a Best Picture nomination. But because lead actor nominations are only 5, they're never lengthened, I just don't, especially because we still have the rest of the year to go with, and most of the Oscar contenders are now starting to come out. I know that Anemone, is it an enemy? I think it's an enemy. That the new Daniel Day-Lewis film just came out in limited release right now. It's coming out in wide release a little later in the month. If Daniel Day-Lewis is in a film, you better assume he's going to be up for an Oscar consideration. I mean, we've had a couple films earlier this year. Sinners. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I would not be shocked if Michael B. Jordan didn't get got a nomination. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not saying it's a guarantee or a lock. I'm just saying I would not be shocked. So let me put it this way: there'd have to be a lack of real quality lead actors, I think, for Dwayne to get a nomination. And that's not a knock on Dwayne Johnson's abilities in this film. Like I said, I would contend this is probably the best performance we've seen out of him thus far in his career. And he's only getting better. But I don't see it being Oscar caliber when you have people who are just naturally better actors than him, usually giving out stronger performances. I'm not saying it's a guarantee he won't get it. I'm not saying he couldn't get a nomination. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying you do have to weigh what he's going to be up against, and we just don't know what he's going to be up against. I think there is a possibility though that Emily Blunt could get a nomination for, I guess, because she is the lead actress. Although she's a supporting character, she's not leading. That's a good question. I don't know how that works, and I've been doing the Oscars, watching the Oscars now for years. If she is the main female, like co-lead, kind of with Dwayne Johnson, or then I guess she'd be lead actress, but she's not really the lead of the film. She's just a very important supporting character who's in a lot of the film. So I guess that would make it she'd get supporting actress nomination. I'm not 100% sure on that. But what I do know is she's good enough that maybe she might get a nomination over him. Because like I said, she's arguably better than he is in the film. But that'd be tricky too, because I know we got things like Eleanor the Great, which I do know is out in limited release right now in my local small theater. I should probably go out and try to get a chance to see that. I do want to try to make an effort to see as many of what are probably going to be the Oscar-nominated films this year as possible. But like I said, I don't think it's perfect. Like, it is structured, maybe not badly, but a little oddly. It is just taking its time at points and kind of focusing on things where maybe we don't really need to be focusing on. I mean, I can't speak to that 100%, but I will say, like, there are moments where I'm like wondering how is this going to end, where it's going to end. So there is that structure. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I can't say there's anything seriously unimpressive about the movie. I wouldn't say there's anything super impressive either about the movie. So I can't say anything really negative about the movie, really. And it ends, I won't say too much. Well, actually, no, I can say it's not a big spoiler because the guy's still alive. It actually ends with us in 2005 and just seeing a brief shot of Mark Carr. And he does talk to guys like, thanks for coming. Like, I kind of like that. Overall, though, it is a good movie. It is a good movie. And Dwayne, and look, do I think he's going to get nominated? Probably not. But do I understand why people have been saying he could be nominated for an Oscar? Yeah, I can understand that. I can see that. So, I don't know. Have you seen the movie yet? What did you think? Did you know the story of Mark Carr before you watched the movie? And if so, did it change your perspective on him a little bit? Let me know in the comments below. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you for the next one. Later.